I need to know, do you think that Diddy killed Kim Porter?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters, because of everything that she had on him.
Kim Porter passed away in 2018 tragically from pneumonia.
I've been holding a lot lately. Puff Daddy, the king of deception.
Kim also had video footage of Usher and Diddy getting it on.
Kim probably told all that book.
Kim was not found unresponsive in bed. She was discovered on the bathroom floor. If they found her in bed, then she was strategically placed there.
There was actually blood located on Kim's pillowcase.
If I was to release those tapes, the world would shut down. Okay? If I showed one of these tapes,
So
telling you right now, the whole music industry and Hollywood, it would just grind down like this. They're all going to start pointing at each other like this, and it's going to be bad.
Hollywood's biggest scandal is unfolding as actors Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni go head-to-head in both the court of public opinion and an actual courtroom. Lively has made shocking claims, alleging that Baldoni assaulted her while filming It Ends With Us, a movie centered around domestic violence. Tensions behind the scenes reportedly escalated when Blake attempted to take control of the project from Baldoni, who served as both director and producer, while she was only cast as an actress. Things reached a breaking point when Baldoni was allegedly forced to stay in the basement during his own movie premiere. Meanwhile, reports suggest that negative press surrounding him was being deliberately generated by Lively's camp. Adding to the controversy, a separate incident allegedly took place at Ryan Reynolds' Manhattan penthouse.
For those unaware who haven't been following, most of you have been watching or following, but just in case those haven't, yes, this thumb drive contained this manuscript as well as videos, etc.
Yeah, diary excerpts, pictures, and there supposedly are S tapes on there with celebrities, yes. I have not seen them. I was not shown them. Let me just say it this way. The whole idea was to be in possession of a story, to do a book and a movie. If the tapes with celebrities or whistleblowing or Kim Porter took the drives from Sean's safe and gave them to a celebrity source, and those came to the investigators and journalists, that's how it goes. That happens every day. Okay? So to monetize that in a book or a story, Hollywood does it every day. It doesn't matter. There's mob movies about guys who killed people that made millions of dollars, and you rank them as the top 5 movies of all time. So it's just part of life. So I'm going to say this. And Ariel and Courtney can say whatever they want. And if they're trying to be softly deceptive here and there, that might be for their protection. Okay? I talk about my reality, what I know. Not in 2016 at the Atlanta house where this tape is supposedly made with Diddy and he's years old. He's not so I don't know what he's talking about. Okay? In Kim Porter's book, she talks about I've never seen anything of them. When she calls them young boys, how do you know she's not talking about 18, 19-year-olds? So people have kind of run with this like, oh, there's and to me, I don't think Sean Combs is that stupid to film himself with. I'm sorry, I don't.
Right, and let's be clear, you haven't seen these tapes. You just dropped some names. You can't. We don't know for sure if those people are on those tapes, but those have been theorized. Just to be clear. Sure. But here's my problem: even if those names were on, if they were drugged, you mentioned that night, that dude was on some stuff. There's no way he can consent to what's going on. So if that was the case, which I'm not saying it is, because he has a right to protect himself and so on. Don't you have a problem with that kind of stuff being sold to the highest bidder or back to that person as almost blackmail?
Well, it's not blackmail and it's not extortion, because I could argue that any civil lawsuit is a form of extortion. What did Cassie do when Cassie asked for millions of dollars or she's going to talk? Is that extortion? See, lawyers, they try to tell me this. I know a lot of attorneys. It's not extortion. I could say Tony Busby is extorting witnesses and celebrities right now. Okay? putting up a hotline, asking for people to come forward, and then going to the celebrities and saying, if you don't talk, we're gonna out you, or if you don't pay. What is that? So it's all blurred. It's like everyone just needs to kind of relax. If they want to do a catch and kill, that happens all the time too. If wants to catch and kill it, let him. It's his right. If Courtney wants to help him, because look, I'm telling you right now, Courtney Burgess is not the only person that has that tape. I already know he's not, because I know somebody else at a major Hollywood studio that I could out if I want to, who has watched parts of it, and they told me they did. So he's not the only one. You think over 30 years, he's the only one who had, there's other people there. There's hundreds of people at these parties.
Town Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Albie Shore, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Albie Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then
Med 14 respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
Tonight, Kim's untimely death raising questions and sending shockwaves through Hollywood. She was the fashion model, actress, and world-famous mother to Diddy's kids.
Extra, extra.
With the hip-hop superstar and their children as he received his star on the Walk of Fame.
We're going to make sure we have this moment right here.
She was last seen looking happy and healthy with her ex and their children at this event just 16 days before her death. TMZ reporting she had been suffering from flu-like symptoms and possibly pneumonia, but an official cause has yet to be released. People reporting she and her longtime love, Sean Combs, remained close friends and co-parents. A source saying they were still a family. Kim posting this photo just weeks ago. Only Extra was with the couple at their New York baby shower for twins Delilah and Jesse.
So do we have 2 future ballerinas possibly?
Yes, of course.
The happy parents-to-be kissing for our camera, Diddy telling AJ,
I just take everything in as a blessing, you know. I got 3 sons and to have these young ladies on the
where Reynolds reportedly bullied Baldoni so aggressively that a Sony representative was left disturbed by the encounter. Now, the legal drama has taken another turn. PR strategist Jed Wallace and his firm, Street Relations, have filed a defamation lawsuit against Lively, further entangling the It Ends With Us star in an increasingly messy legal battle. Buckle up. Hollywood has a brand new controversy, and it's giving serious Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp vibes. The feud between It Ends With Us co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has officially exploded, and with shocking new evidence surfacing, it looks like we finally have a clear winner, and somehow, Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds are tangled up in the mess too. But before we get into that, let's break down how it all started. It Ends With Us, a best-selling novel turned blockbuster film, tells the story of a passionate romance that spirals into domestic violence.
Around Diddy, did you ever see him put his hands on Jennifer Lopez?
Well, he didn't do any violence to Mrs. J-Lo. That's why I didn't see any violence. It's a different breed, bruh. He wasn't going to risk himself like that. And plus, a lot of people didn't like him. J-Lo mother didn't like him. Benny Medina didn't like him. You understand? So now, the first thing, if he would have ever touched Miss Lopez in any kind of aggressive way, she would have said something. Man, listen to me. The whole Bronx would have been on Puff. He didn't treat her like that, bruh. He didn't do none of that old crazy stuff, that play fight, that beating them with pillows and all that other stuff like that, smothering them and, doing that childish. He didn't do that. I never seen him do that with Ms. Lopez at all. So it's a different class. He knew that she was an actress, she was a singer, songwriter, whatever like that, all her accolades, he did put her on a pedestal. But he still was seeing Kim. But he put her on a pedestal. So I don't think that she had those experiences. And then, you know, people only do what you let them do. If he would have did that to her, he would only had one time. You see, when he ran out the club and left her after that shooting at China, she ain't want to be with him no more. Yo, he left her. You know what I mean? So he wasn't going to treat her like, you know, he was treating the rest of them.
But why do you think she haven't spoke up yet? Like, I'm sure she know a lot, right?
I don't think Ms. Lopez, I don't think he treated her that way. You know, I don't think he treated her with any aggression like that. And if he did, it wasn't on my watch. He would always like make excuses like she was about to go off a couple of times in the studio because the girls that was up in there was disrespectful to her. So, but I don't think that she has a story where Puff was trying to be to her.
I see. But I want to backtrack, right? Because you made a comment, and I want you to go more into detail about it. You said that Diddy, when he was with Jennifer Lopez, he was still saying Kim Porter?
Yeah. Kim couldn't go nowhere. Bro. Kim couldn't have no relationships. Kim couldn't be at no club. If he called Kim's house, and at this time she had this little Spanish looking girl, and she might have a case. She might have a case. It was Christian babysitter. She might get in touch with a lawyer. Whew. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
His babysitter. What's the deal with that? What you mean by that?
Kim had a babysitter that Puff had in his pocket, where that she would tell everything Kim was doing, every place Kim was going, and I would catch her over at Puff House in the morning, and Christian wasn't there, Justin wasn't there, nobody was there, and I would put her in a cab so she could go home. When I came there some Saturday and Sunday morning.
Wow. So the babysitter that was working for Kim Porter, she was going behind her back and telling Diddy everything that she was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. So the whole time that him and Jennifer Lopez was dating, he was still seeing Kim Porter and controlling her at the same time.
Everything. Knew everything Kim was doing. He didn't have to have cameras. He had.
Since she died in, I would say, rather mysterious circumstances, that Diddy had something to do with the death of his ex-partner and the mother to his children, a woman named Kim Porter. Now, what happened was she mysteriously died of pneumonia at the age of 47. Not the typical way that a 47-year-old goes out, especially just when they are about to publish a tell-all book on their very famous ex, Diddy. That's what happened to Kim. She died of pneumonia at the age of 47 years old. Well, guess what? It was just announced yesterday that Kim Porter's book is being published. It's a 60-page book entitled Kim's Lost Words. It claims to be a collection of the diaries of Kim Porter, the mother of Diddy's children, and it was leaked by her friends. Now, the person who's publishing is saying that he received a thumbnail from one of the friends who was very scared, and it is heavily implied they believe that Diddy had something to.
The movie stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, who also directed the film. But when the press tour began, rumors of a feud quickly spread. The two were never seen together for interviews, and even at the premiere, they seemed deliberately separated. Something was definitely off, Then, Lively started facing backlash for her seemingly lighthearted approach to promoting a film with such serious themes. Encouraging fans to grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it didn't sit well with many, and public sentiment quickly shifted in Baldoni's favor. And that was just the beginning. Hollywood is in chaos as it ends with us co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni take their feud to the courtroom.
This woman went through it being with Diddy for so many years. That is irrefutable. But I don't think Kim Porter wrote this book. This random man named Chris Todd calls himself an investigative producer and says someone in her camp gave him her USB with her diary. Now, I'm not saying she didn't have a diary. I'm not saying she wasn't writing a book. But her friends and family are saying there was no such thing. I'm sure her friends and family know what happened. She went to hell and back for this man. But this random man now has a best-selling, self-published book on Amazon. He's making money off of Kim Porter. Justice for Kim Porter. But hasn't this woman's legacy been through enough without some shady guy making money off of her? Now, we know before Diddy, she was with Albie Shore, and together they had a son named Quincy. Diddy was with Misa Hilton, and together they had a son named Justin. They're in the Juicy video together. Now, there's a lot of overlapping here, but just a year after Justin was born, Kim and Diddy started dating. Together, they had a son named Christian, who looks exactly like his dad. This was in 2008. Not long after, Diddy starts dating J-Lo, and they're all over the place. After J-Lo, Diddy and Kim get back together, and 2006, they find out they're expecting twins. But guess what? Kim finds out while...
If you was Diddy's PR team, the smartest thing for you to do would be create your own version of the Kim Porter book. And make sure it gets pushed out there first, so anything that comes after will always be held in question. It's brilliant. Yeah. It's great spin. Yeah. For the real version come out, y'all better believe everything that Albie Shore says. It's about to get disgusting. I'm telling you right now, this book is spin. And it gives everyone a chance to dirty up everybody else attached to the story. Because if everybody looks like a...
Lively has officially filed a legal complaint, accusing Baldoni of orchestrating a smear campaign against her, allegedly using Johnny Depp's crisis PR team to turn public opinion against her. As fans started switching sides to support Lively, Baldoni reportedly retaliated. Now the legal war has escalated. Baldoni is suing both Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, for more than $400 million, accusing them of defamation and extortion. Meanwhile, a wave of leaked materials has only fueled the drama. Lively's lawsuit includes damning texts from Baldoni's PR team, allegedly proving a coordinated takedown. You know we can bury anyone. We can't write that to him. We can't write, we will destroy her. But Baldoni's team fired back, releasing 9 minutes of raw footage from a slow dance scene, claiming it contradicts Lively's allegations of misconduct on set. He also argues that Lively tried to seize control of the film, enlisting powerful allies, including Reynolds and a mystery meta-celebrity widely believed to be Taylor Swift.
Case to be reopened. He wants Diddy investigated. He believes that Diddy had something to do with it, along with her missing computer. He's also slamming this new book, Kim's Lost Words, as fictitious, saying that this is not real. So Albie Shore took to his Instagram in 3 different posts and tagged law enforcement from the feds to the LAPD to the NYPD. If you want to hear the full 3 posts, I posted a longer form video on YouTube, Empire on YouTube. So he says this, he says, for over a decade and a half, I've been posting about and tagging random law enforcement agencies in hopes to protect loved ones, avoid deaths and tragedies that could all have been avoided. Albie Shore also believes that this book was released as a calculated effort. He also refers to the book as calculated fiction. He also says that Kim Porter saved his life.
To make matters worse, a leaked voice memo from Baldoni to Lively has sent the internet into a frenzy. In the recording, he apologizes for how he handled a rewrite of a key scene, telling her, "Hey Blake, it's 2 a.m. Hopefully, this doesn't wake you up." He then assures her that the final version of the rooftop scene will be a blend of both their visions, something Lively allegedly took offense to. With both sides airing their dirty laundry, the judge overseeing their lawsuits has issued a stern warning against tainting the potential jury pool. But is this the end of the public battle, or is the real drama just getting started?